The United States of Biafra has set a peace update on the discussion that will lead to the Biafran actualization and restoration. A big season to call ourselves together, preach the gospel, and make sure that nobody gets hurt at the process. We must stay very committed as we are now about to be called a nation. Before the end of 2024, so many good news will be announced and victories will be recorded across the whole part of Biafra. But I want to bring this message to you. For those of you who did not listen to yesterday's message, I'll be leaving it behind. That we are waiting and making sure that nothing is left unturned. Nothing. Everything must be preserved. Everything must be taken as it is. And everything must be put to be glorified. In one way or the other, I will stay committed on the fight for freedom. Victory is making more sense. The zoo government has now gotten a very big support from the British government, which are now ready to face Simon Ekpa and to bring him back where he belongs. This will be a very big problem for Simon Ekpa. Hey, man, again and amen. I tell you guys that you all don't know how these people want Simon Ekpa. See, let me explain to you why they desperately want Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria. You see, Simon Ekpa is believed to be the one championing for Biafra. You know, when they captured Nnamdi Kanu, they thought that, now that we have captured this guy now, their Biafra is dead, and anybody they catch talking about it again, they arrest him. And you know, before, it was through Nnamdi Kanu that Simon Ekpa was built. So now, if they should eventually capture Simon Ekpa, I'm telling you, it's going to be very difficult to build another person, because I have not seen anybody in the picture. We now have autopilot, we now have IPOB. So anybody who is coming again may eventually end up forming another kind of name, which will take time for people to start listening to him. This is statistic, I'm telling you the fact. So this is why they desperately want Simon Ekpa in their prison. So now that the British government has now arrived the zoo and said that they are ready now to give full support. Don't forget that Finland is equally Europe. They are brothers. Yes. The Finnish cannot fight the Britain. And once they know that this guy is a threat, they will convince their brother to help them deploy what they are looking for. So we shouldn't just be happy or just forget where we are coming from. The next me if you do watakere, we born osigeni ebo sabia, or venedo watakere. Mahana mahena dondo. Manachekwa kankawalono. Na though they are looking for ways to bring back Simon Ekpa, at the same time, we as well, we are equally making waves to see that Biafra comes, and you can no longer come into our sovereignty to steal from us. So why they are chasing Simon Ekpa to look for Simon Ekpa? We are building Biafra where now you will lose Simon Ekpa, you will lose the natural resources, you will lose everything about the Igbos. You won't get hold of any. So the earlier they understand this, the better for them. Biafra has now come to that point where each and every one of us must look at ourselves and tell ourselves this truth. We cannot be thrown aboard. We cannot be twisted. We cannot be figured out in any form, in any way. But eyes have seen that we have made so much effort. Ears have heard that these people are not ready to give up, even after the war. They said we did not see the war, but yet our fathers who fought the war still say you can still go ahead, but use diplomatic means. So if our forefathers who fought the war, if our fathers who fought the war say you can go ahead and keep asking for Biafra, but with diplomatic means, then fine and good. I'll use Palestine as an example. You see, the way they are going about it, people are dying on a daily basis. And that is what Nigeria wants. Nigeria wants us to go like that, so that they will come in and kill at will. But it's not going to happen. We will go diplomatically, then defend our land. Simple. We won't fire bombs on Nigerian soil. We won't throw bombs on Nigerian soil. No, that is what will aggravate them to come in. But we'll defend our land, so that before the United Nations and before the law, what were you doing in their land? Do you see the smartness? So we can't be releasing missiles the way Palestinians are releasing missiles on Israel. See, when you release missiles, they will retaliate. They will defend their people, by all means. And the United Nations will close their eyes. So let it not be here that the problem started from us. It started from them. And by that time, we're already a country of our own. Breaking news. The Joy Youth Council Worldwide has disowned Simon Ekpa for a reason best known to them, and Simon Ekpa has reacted to this news. We all will see how brilliant Simon Ekpa replied to this news. Honestly speaking, sometimes I get confused and misunderstand the fact that some people who do not understand where we are going to from here. The Delta so-called Igbos who have been suffering today is because they deny their own brothers. They are doing what their forefathers did. Their forefathers denied Igbos immediately because after the Biafra war, and many of them, yes, many of them to put a buha na Saba. Because they denied their own people. Now, the Joy Youth Council Worldwide has denounced Simon Ekpa, saying the Joy people are Nigerians, original occupants and dwellers of the Niger Delta region. Now, Simon Ekpa said the fire is burning the enemies and they no longer can ignore the work of Biafran Prime Minister in exile. Tell them to collect their money for writing this, but the fact is that they are among Biafran 40 states. I don't blame whoever wrote this nonsense. Can even disown your father at gunpoint, and that is what happened here. Continue to ignore Biafra de facto government until we declare Biafra DCA, and after declaration your eye will clear. For now, enjoy writing rubbish to stay relevant as a happy slave. However, we are gone beyond this nonsense. Simple, no long talk. Oko akụkọ adịghị n'ụka mgbede.